Okay, here I've made a basic body shape, and I'm going to take some of my cookie color, maybe half, and I'm going to kind of squeeze it out and cover the pink clay. You could do this with scrap clay, you know, mixed grayish, brownish, or whatever color that you don't like. Just completely cover it. It doesn't have to be super smooth right now. We're just trying to get a Pikachu shape now. Okay, so I will have to work on the head separation from the body shape a little bit, and then add some ears and little hands and feet and a tail. So I will work on that in just a minute. I finished the basic Pikachu shape, and now I'm working on the ears. I rolled out 2 tubes, and I kind of pointed them at the end, and I cut them to how long I want them, but I think they're still a little bit too long because I want to make a real cute Pikachu with short ears. So I'm going to cut them a little bit shorter. First, make sure that they're lined up so that they match. So when you cut them, they'll be the same length. Let's see. Let me cut them about that big. And now I still have all this clay for extras, you know, like arms and legs, and maybe even another small cookie thing. Okay, I shaped the ears a little bit more, and I just lightly stuck them on in place where I want them, and I'm checking to see if it's pretty good. And then I'm going to stick them down better and smooth out, you know, the cracks in there. Okay, I'm using a palette knife, and I've been pushing the ears against the head all around the ear, and that helps attach it, and it helps fill in the gap between the ear and the head. Then later you smooth it out. You'll have to find something a little bit rounder than a blade. You can use your fingers if you can get down in there. I just rolled out 2 more shapes like the ears, but I cut them a little bit shorter. So these are going to be the arms. I'll just stick them to the body, kind of like that, and then I'll smooth it out. You know, I'll push it down right here, and I'll make 3 fingers, and I'll do that for both sides. I guess I should show more detail. I'm smoothing it out before I'm putting it on, kind of making a claw shape, and for the hand, I'm going to kind of, let's see, flatten it a little bit because I need to cut out 3 fingers, and I'm going to cut 2 little lines for 3 fingers, and separate them, and then I will shape the fingers a little bit better, and then I'm going to put it on the body. And I'll do that for both sides. Okay, I've put the arms on, smooth them out, and now for the knees and the feet, I just made little balls of clay, and I'm going to stick them about like that, and I'm going to squish them down and smooth them out so that it makes a leg line. His leg kind of comes from the arm and then goes down, and then he'll have little feet right here and here. As I press the balls down, you can see how a line starts to form here, and the more I press it down, the nicer it will look. Okay, now I'm going to use my tool, and I'm going to kind of angle it. I'm trying to get this line of the knee to touch the bottom of the arm, because he kind of rests his arm on his knee when he sits. So I'm just going to push this clay up to meet the arm, and then I'm going to continue the line down past the stomach to the bottom, and then I'm going to push it in a little bit more of an angle so it sticks better. And then I will do the other side, and then I'll press it more flat, and it will look, you can tell it's almost there. It's almost done as compared to this one, which hasn't been done yet. Okay, I did the front, and now I just have to make the back of the clay that I added disappear into the body. So just gonna kind of smooth it out with the tool, and then I can press it more with my finger. So I just kind of press it and pull it a little bit. And then this one, I'll try a different angle so you can see. So I just kind of smooth out that line so it goes away. Okay, for the feet, I just made two little kind of round things, and I'm going to squish them down a little bit. And when I did the fingers, I didn't like when I just made a slot and then push them apart. So this one I'm actually going to cut. Oh, it doesn't stay. Hold on. I'm going to cut two little triangles out, and that makes it easier to shape the toes. So I'll do that two times and stick it to the bottom. Here's what the feet look like when I've just stuck them on. I need to press them down a little bit more so they're stuck, and smooth them in a little bit. And it's almost done except for the tail. Okay, for the tail, I've taken a piece and I'm kind of rolling it out a little bit with this X-Acto knife because it's smooth. You can use anything you want, a pasta machine or a rolling pin or whatever. And you have to decide how durable you want it or how good you want it to look. If you make it thicker, it's going to look bad, but it'll be stronger. And if you make it thinner, it'll look good, but you have to not touch it too much or it'll break, and not let anyone else touch it. So after I've rolled out a piece, it's pretty big, then I have to cut out a tail now. So it's kind of like flat at one end, and it kind of goes like that. And I'm gonna have to do the rest in a minute because I have to get a drawing of it. Okay, I kind of decided on how to do it, so I'm just cutting it, and this is pretty easy once you put a few lines down so you know where to cut, and you just keep doing this until you got the whole thing. That's good enough. I think there's one more zigzag, but for this I'm trying to keep it simple, so it'll be something like this. I'll work on it a little bit more. It's a little bit thick, but you know, I don't want it too thin. And then I'll just kind of stick it on the back and press it down, and I don't know, I might attach it to the body a little bit more, so like it's all barely sticking out. I actually decided to add one more zigzag, so I just, the piece that was sticking down, I just kind of folded it over going this way, and then I folded it over again going this way, and now I'm just going to smooth it out and cut another shape out of it, and then I'll attach it. Okay, I was just about to permanently attach this when I decided that it would be easier to do the cookie texture if I do it like that and do it on the tail and then attach them. So I'm not going to attach the tail, if you were wondering where it went.